In this video, I'm going to be talking about whether you need a computer science degree to get a job as a software engineer. Specifically, I'll be breaking down what you can generally expect from a computer science program, how you can recreate a lot of the same learning without attending a university, how university degrees are actually helpful, and what you actually need to do as an aspiring software engineer without a computer science degree so you can break into industry. Okay, let's dive in. Most companies don't require a computer science degree as part of their job qualifications. They'll usually say something along the lines of bachelor's degree in computer science or equivalent. Let me break down what this equivalent actually means. When you attend university for a computer science degree, there's several things you're getting. Here's what you can expect. You're going to get foundational computer science knowledge like data structures, algorithms, and compilers and language design. You're going to get foundational software engineering knowledge like multiple languages, database design, and how apps scale. You'll get hands-on project experience, and you'll have access to internship opportunities. You'll have a wide network of peers, you'll have financial accountability, and you'll have social accountability built in. And ultimately, you will get a degree on your resume. But given that it takes 4 years and a large sum of money, this option is definitely not for everyone. In fact, for most working adults, it's not even an option to go back for a 4-year degree. Thankfully, what companies need aren't university grads. What they actually need are skilled developers that can work on a team. No need to have memorized all the data structures and algorithms. No need to have intimate knowledge of compilers and language design. No need to know every language that the company currently uses. Those are just proxies to a few fundamental things that companies are looking for, like someone with substantial coding experience, high coding efficacy, a strong grasp of fundamentals, is hardworking, and can work well with others. University is one pathway to become this type of person, but it's not the only way. This leads me to my next point, which is that besides the actual degree, you can get everything else without attending a 4-year university. Computer science topics and software engineering topics are all available online for free or through paid courses. And you can get hands-on project experience by taking initiative and building something. You don't need anyone's permission to learn how to code and build apps. You can just go do that. There are countless tutorials, websites, and courses that rattle off ideas on what to build. Those are all great for learning, but if you want a resume booster, make sure you focus on real problems you can solve for real people. Now, there is one exception here, which is that internships are generally closed off to non-university students. But that doesn't mean that you can't find equivalent experience. For example, you can contribute to open source and get eyes on your code from someone that's much more senior than you. You can develop a network of peers through paid programs like coding boot camps and cohort-based courses. There are also many free communities that are popping up and being run by creators in this space. Contributing and networking in those communities is a great way to go. Hackathons could also be a great avenue. A 4-year degree usually comes with a pretty steep price tag, which is an element of financial accountability. But you can also manufacture financial accountability for yourself. Here's how I would do it. Step 1 is to find an able and willing accountability partner. A family or a friend who's supportive of your work is a good way to go. Step 2 is to create a contract where the punishment for you not doing what you said you would do is that you pay out to your partner. And step 3 is to have both people sign the contract. I've personally used this technique to break bad habits, and it's incredibly effective, especially when there's more money on the line. And don't skip that on the signature because it actually works if you sign the paper. A network of peers in a 4-year program brings with it social accountability, but you can also manufacture this on your own. It can come from accountability partners or body doubling on a website like Focusmate, and it can exist in online communities and hackathons. Join communities and make things with other people. It's going to help push you forward and motivate you a lot. And so the only thing that I didn't address on the list is the degree itself. And because companies say they don't require a CS degree, no, you don't need a CS degree. But let me give you some perspective. Here are the reasons why degrees are helpful. Degrees are not bad or useless. Far from it. They're actually used as a filtering mechanism. Skilled talent is not hard to come by if the company is willing to pay market rates. However, when you pay market rates, you have to do the work of sifting through a lot of unqualified candidates so you can find the diamond in the rough, the few qualified candidates in the pool. And this is an extremely time-consuming process for companies and recruiters, and they have to resort to blanket signals like university degrees and years of experience. This is one of the primary benefits of having a computer science degree when you're applying for jobs as a software engineer. However, there's nothing you can do as an aspiring software engineer trying to break into industry that doesn't have a computer science degree. It's not something you fundamentally control, so just let it be. move on. Know that there are plenty of companies like Google and Sony that give opportunities to people with the right experience and the right backgrounds. I am living proof of this because I've worked at both of those companies. So what do you actually need to do as an aspiring software engineer? There's only one way to cut through the noise and stand out as an applicant. Be an exceptional programmer and get real project experience under your belt. I'm not talking about the kind of project that looks like a toy project and your first full stack app. You have to present the app as a legitimate business if you want to turn heads. This hinges on you solving a real problem. What we're looking for is a specific problem that was solved with programming. It doesn't need to be technically complex. It just needs to solve a real problem. For example, while I was working at Google, I created an app for my friend's quick service restaurant. This app allowed the cashiers to fire off order-ready notifications with the tap of a button on a tablet. It was pretty simple to make, and it took about 2 months to get it off the ground. The best part is that I launched it, and it's still being used by some restaurants today. It's called Swift Expo. I just saw that there was a problem that needed to be solved, and I solved it for a friend. As a programmer, you have the power to solve all kinds of these problems in the world. Everything from full-blown apps to integration holes to plug for small businesses. Just go hunting for problems. There's plenty of them if you keep your eyes and ears open. And if you can't find somebody with a specific problem, go solve your own problems. Launch an app and put it out into the world. Make a landing page for it. Make it legit. Then you list the key challenges that you overcame in creating that app on your resume as professional experience. The power is in your hands. Let me say this again. You don't need anyone's permission to learn how to code and build apps. Heck, you technically don't even need a full-time salaried position to call yourself a professional programmer. You're a professional as soon as you solve a problem with code that someone is willing to pay for. And yes, that's easier said than done, but if you put in the daily focus and the effort it takes to learn how to be an exceptional programmer, you can go ahead and do that. You don't need a computer science degree to make that happen. Okay, that's it for today. I hope this has given you some encouragement and motivation to push forward on your coding journey. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and also check out my coding career newsletter where I break down how to be an effective problem solver and a better engineer. I think you'll like it. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.